Viewer discretion is advised. Also, headphones are highly recommended to watch this series.
This one's persistent. I'll give her that. Blood? Really? Is this curse honestly affecting me all the way down to the cellular level? Seriously, how long are you planning on haunting me? Like how I'm not wearing headphones now? This is a brand new recording, and so yeah, just continuing on in the middle of a video, but using new earphones that I got, really good. They're noise proof and really sound good for $25. Got them at the fair, so yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's installment of Sayaka Oyu's Love Braver. The night don't start till I pour out my heart. We're starting with this. And by we're starting, I mean I'm starting. So let's get pouring, shall we? You'll never guess where I went today. I went to school to meet up with a friend, actually. It was the first time in a while I could just kick back and relax. We talked forever. Like, forever. But, of course, the real reason I went was to learn stuff and junk. Of course. They're laughing at me in the control booth. What's going on in there, fellas? Huh? The thought of Miss Oyu actually going to school is hilarious? Hey, come on! I go to school. I do. I'm a high school student just like everybody else my age. Don't laugh. You trying to say I'm too old? Too cool for school? Seriously, stop it. You're gonna give me a complex. Some days you can't just win, you know? All I wanted to do was to say how great school is, and look what happened. I'm a laughing stock. Well, I'm glad you guys are having fun at least. Let's enjoy our half hour together tonight to the fullest. Braver! Sayaka's on-air personality was incredible. I was absolutely listening to a pro at work, and she had me hooked from the moment the show began. Okay, that wraps up the intro. Miss Sainoki, please head into the booth. On my way. It was my turn, Now, as a guest speaker, when I entered the recording booth, Sayaka sat facing her mic and waved me over. Hey, girlfriend!
手を振るさやかに笑顔を返して用意されたマイクの前の椅子に座ろうとしたが、なんだろう、違和感を感じる。
I returned Sayaka's cheery smile and sat. Oh, you returned, okay. Sayaka's cheery smile and sat myself in front of the guest mic that had been prepared for me. But something felt wrong. Very, very wrong. Oh! Holy... Oh, oh, the freaking... That came out of freaking nowhere.
どうしたの？
What's the matter?
なんでもないよ。フラフラしちゃった。
Oh, it's nothing. I just felt dizzy for a second.
カメラもあるから可愛い顔で行こうぜ。
Well, the camera's on you now, so wear your cutest face, okay? You know why that scared me? It reminded me of, like, have you ever seen those jump scares where you're watching a video and then all of a sudden comes out? Yeah, that's kind of what it reminded me of a little bit, and yeah.
了解。キリ？
Roger that!
この子、篠崎家の調査資料にあった篠崎の一人娘、幸子だ。最近付きまとっていたのはこの子だったのね。
This child was the daughter mentioned in my research on the Shinozaki family. This was Sachiko, and she was the one who attached herself to me.
幸子の目は真っ黒で、黒目がどこにあるかわからない。微動だにしないが、息を殺してこちらを見ているのが伝わってくる。
Her eyes were black and hollow, with no discernible pupils at all. Kinda like mine when I put mine like this. Yeah. She sat utterly motionless, but I knew she was just watching me, waiting, biding her time.
体中の毛が逆立ち、頭に血、喉に胃液が逆流し始める。やはり篠崎家の呪いは強すぎる。私の力じゃコントロールできない。
My hair stood on end. Blood rushed to my head, and bile surged into my throat. The Shinozaki curse was far too powerful. I couldn't suppress it.
さやかは見えていないんだ。いけない。収録機器に影響が出ないようにしなくては。
And it was clear Sayaka couldn't see her. This was bad. I had to be careful not to let Sachiko interfere with the recording equipment.
では回します。企画お便りから。
Okay, we're back. Start with this listener mail.
さて皆さんお待ちかね。今週のやってみたコーナーは
What was that was weird. All right, folks, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The topic of this week's Try to Do a Thing workshop is...
変えていいですかさダメもう
Oh, can I go home now? Please? What do you mean no? Come on, be a sport.
仕方ないな。今週はそう階段やってみたですうやー
Guess there's nothing to do about it. This week's topic is... That's right. Try to tell a scary story. Yikes!
ああもうやだって言ったのに。なんでみんないっぱいメール送ってかんの。過去最高くらい来てるんだけど。
Man, I told you all I didn't want to do this one. So why did you guys send in so many responses? We actually received a record amount.
それでね、こんなの私一人じゃやってらんないので、今日は ゲストの方をお招きしております。おお。
Far too many to tackle myself, so I've invited a guest to help me out.
スタッフ拍手早いよ。さて、ゲストは誰なんでしょうか。ってみんなもう分かってるかな。あの方です。
Hey, hey! Don't run the applause yet! I haven't even said who it was! Or has everyone already guessed? Because it's totally who you think it is!
作家にして心霊調査のプロフェッショナル、美人であり頭脳明晰、女子高生霊能作家の佐榎木奈穂さん。
The pro with the know it, how? Spirit investigator extraordinaire, as beautiful as she is brainy, it's high school paranormalist Naho Sainoki.
イエーイ、奈穂さん。
Give it up for Naho!
こんにちは。
Good evening, good evening.
来てくれてありがと
Thanks for coming, thanks so much for coming.
う。いえ、お招きいただき光栄です。
No, thank you. It's an honor to have been invited.
おお、どうですこの佇まい。しっとりしてて素敵でしょ。
Oh, how about that, everyone? So mellow, so modest. Isn't she just the bee's knees? The bee's knees? I've never even heard that.
なほたんはね、私とは実は学校が一緒で、クラスも一緒でね。
Naho and I actually go to the same school. We're even in the same class. Isn't that right?
よく遊んでる仲良しなんだけど、もうね、それを知ってる方から前々から来ていたんですよ。なほたんゲストまだーって。
We hang out a lot. In fact, some of you clearly knew that and have been outright demanding that Naho make a guest appearance for quite some time now. You notice how the music hasn't picked back up yet? Because freaking Sachiko's still there.
叶えてやったよ。喜んでね。
Well, your wish is my command. My pleasure, in fact.
まあね、一番喜んでるのは私だったりするんだけど。
I think I may even be more thrilled to have her here than you guys.
今回は怪談特集ということで、専門家のコメントをいただければと思ってます。なほさん、先に悪霊に向かってガツンと言ってやってください。
Anyway, given today's theme, Naho seemed the perfect guest. So, care to get us started with some choice words for any evil spirits that may be listening?
常世の狭間で震えなさい。七つの星のもとに。
Tremble on the border between this life and the next, under my 7 stars. I'm talking to you, Sachiko.
決め台詞きたー。テンション上がってきたよ。
That's what I'm talking about. Those ghosties have got to be shivering in their ethereal booties after hearing something like that. Cue the scene where it moves.
では早速お便りを読んでいきましょう。東京都 M 市のラジオネーム、凪純平さんからの怖い話。
So, let's get right to the listener letters, shall we? Here's a scary story from one Junpei Nagi of M City in Tokyo.
経験上、今までほとんどの霊障はこちらの条霊力で少しずつ引いていくものだったけれど、この霊に関しては逆のようだ。
In my experience, adverse spiritual manifestations from my research had always been easy enough to keep at bay with my powers. But this one was different.
白昼にこんなにはっきりと見えるほどのエネルギーなんて初めてだ。
For this energy to be completely visible in broad daylight, I'd never seen anything like it.
いけない。頭が割れそう。カメラ回ってるし、血は出さないようにしないと。
This was bad. My head was splitting, but the cameras were rolling, so to speak, so I had to at least keep myself from coughing up blood again.
なほちゃんがスカートをキュッと握ってる。あれあれ、 意外と緊張する子なのかな。
Let's have the music get upbeat while Sachiko's in the corner still, probably.
Naho was grabbing her skirt tightly with broad hands, muscles completely rigid. My, was she actually getting nervous? How unlike her.
Oh. Now we're switching sides here. Okay.
と、むしろ可愛く思えた私は、そのままリードする形で収録を進めた。
I kind of grinned internally a bit at the sight of Naho acting all girly and scared. It was adorable, blah 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 blah. As I like to say, adorable blah 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 blah. But I still had a show to host.
ドドーン！なんと、襖を開けるとそこには
Thunk! I slid open the door, and there before me I saw
よろりとこちらを見据える二つの目があったのです。怖い！
a pair of eyes staring intently right into my very soul. Wow! That is so super freaky.
どうですか、ナホさん。これ作り話ですよね。京都府の水野さん。
How
ご冗談を。
how about it, Naho? This has got to be fake, right? Mr. Mizuno of Kyoto is just pulling our leg, right?
そうですね。これだけの事例証拠では真偽の断定は難しいと思います。
He may be, but with only this evidence to go on, it's hard to judge the authenticity of the claim.
ということは冗談ではなく、やっぱり水野さんの言うことは本当って可能性も。
If you notice, I almost screwed up that one word that I'm not going to repeat. But I told you I can repeat. I can say words. It's just sometimes I screw up at night.
So, what you're saying is, it might actually be real?
あり
Yeah!
ますね。
That is a possibility, yes.
いやーてかね、実はもっと恐ろしいことに気づいてるの。
Oh no, please! Actually, I've noticed something even more frightening since this segment began.
ナホちゃんがね、さっきからなんかチラチラ部屋の隅を気にしてるのよね。
Naho, your focus keeps drifting over to the corner at the booth.
えっと、
Well,
いるの、まさかこのブースにいるの、私とナホタンの2人だと思ってたけど、まさかの3人。やめてー。
don't tell me. There's somebody there. Is there? Oh, I'm getting the chills. Do we have another guest with us today? An uninvited one? Please say no.
ああ、いえ、大丈夫ですよ。
No, no, no. We're fine.
盛り上げるためにテンションを上げながら、ナホちゃんの気づかれたって表情を見ているうちに、私はだんだん怖くなってきていた。
This seemed a perfect twist to up the tension of the segment. But the look on Naho's face suggested I may be onto something, which was terrifying.
そう、ナホちゃんが本物の霊の世界に精通していることは100も承知のつもりだった。
Her guest spot on this show may have just been fun and games, but I knew Naho was well versed in spiritual matters, so if she actually sensed something,
けれど、どこか絵空事というか、自分の住む世界と違うからって真剣に理解しようとしていなかったことに、今更ながら気づいたのだ。
I'd never really taken this ghost stuff too seriously before, but it might have just been because I didn't understand it. It was like a whole nother world.
気づいた時にはすでに
Beknownst.
遅かったんだけれど。
That was a lot to say in that little amount of words.
Unbeknownst to me, the time was coming when I'd finally start to treat it with the caution and respect it deserved. But by then, it would be too late.
Wait, what?
お疲れ様です。ラストいただきました。
Great work, everyone. That's a wrap.
Next time on Corpse Party, Book of Shadows.
Oh, God! There is a voice! It's saying, I'm watching you. Right?